Alright, so it's Friday night, and you know what that means. Poorly edited videos. That's right, Friday night ramblings are back, and today I'm gonna go back a little bit. You know, with the release of the PS5 and Xbox Series X, like, was it 5-6 months ago? Everyone's excited for this new system, so it's just quite understandable, but apparently I'm a really old dude, like mentally, according to everyone. So I want to go back a bit and talk about this big thing. Oh boy, this is huge. This is one thick boy. The PlayStation 3. Now, I would say I'm nostalgic for this console, but I only really got it around 2018. That's when I really got into console gaming. I mean, I did have a Wii before and played games like Mario Bros. Wii, Resident Evil 4, and GoldenEye, which were all great experiences, don't mind me, but PS3 was when I really got into the good stuff, the nitty gritty. You know, games like Uncharted. What else? I haven't played half of these here. The Last of Us, Journey, and oh boy, Arkham City. These were just such great games. I really like this era of gaming because games still looked pretty good. I believe consoles still output up to 1080p, which was high definition, that's considered high definition even to this day. So games still looked good for the most part, and they played pretty well. So that's pretty cool. And well, this is the generation where crappy trends like expansion packs or DLC or microtransactions started to come out. A lot of these games are still really solid experiences. But what am I talking about the PS3 in particular? Well, don't get me wrong, the Xbox 360 and Wii have their own benefits, but not only was this the system I've gotten like a few years ago that really got me into gaming, but there were a lot of great, what do I call them, features to the system. Like it could play Blu-rays. I know that doesn't sound great because like every single system these days can play Blu-rays. Well, even if I say every single, I mainly mean PlayStation and Xbox, but that's beside the point. I remember looking through an ad in the DVD, and like I said, oh, the PlayStation 3 can play Blu-rays. I'm like, mine was blown because I was already interested in buying a Blu-ray player, but once I figured out there's this machine that could play Blu-ray and games, I knew I had to get it. And that's not the only thing. The PS3, this thing over here, it's so heavy. It's also a great legacy system. All PS3s had backwards compatibility with PS1 games. And the original model had backwards compatibility with PS2 games as well, but that model's really hard to find. But most of them still play PS1 games. Man, this video is very disorganized. So that was great. And regarding PS2 games, while you couldn't play them on most PS3s, there were compilations. I call them HD, even though they just upscaled the PS2 games, so it looked a bit rough around the edges. But there were ways to play PS2 games, sometimes packed into bundles, which was pretty awesome. So you didn't have to go pay $100 to play one of your favorite PS2 games. And not all of the HD collections, I would like to say, were good. Like Silent Hill HD collection, this is pretty infamous. But that being said, I played some of this, and it's not that bad. It's still Silent Hill 2. Maybe it's because I played the patch version. It was a lot better, but seriously, this is probably the cheapest way you can play Silent Hill 2 and 3. I'm getting off topic. It was really great. And also with the PSN store, you could buy even more PS1 and PS2 games. I actually got the original Silent Hill on PS1 through the PSN store for like $5. Well, the physical copy goes for around $100, which is awesome. So yeah, it was a great legacy system, as well as a Blu-ray and DVD player, which just made this cake a whole lot more delicious. But the real deal of a console is how good the library is. And oh boy, the PS3 had a fantastic library. The third-party games were pretty solid, like games like Portal 2, Bioshock, Spec Ops The Line, Arkham City. Those are really good, but tend to perform better on the 360. But the PS3 had some fantastic exclusives. Uncharted and The Last of Us, Journey, Little Big Planet, haven't played this, but so much more. it was just so great. Like, I know everyone looks down at the PS3 saying it's so old, but there is still a fan base, with the outcry of when the PSN store was about to go down for PS3, it just really shows that there's still a strong fan base around it. And PS3 has some fantastic games, and I just love the system so much. This was a really incoherent ramble, but in conclusion, the PS3's great. Most of the games still play and look well enough. It's a great legacy system, plays Blu-rays. Fantastic overall. The only thing, this isn't really PS3s in general, just with the PS3 I have, it only comes with 40 gigabytes of storage, which kind of sucks, because like with PS3s, there's a lot of mandatory installs, and it fills up pretty quick. But that being said, I really like the system. For multi-platform games, I tend to get more for Xbox 360, because my Xbox 360 has a lot more space than the PS3, but that being said, this era of gaming is fantastic. A lot of the games are dirt cheap, which is another reason why I think it's pretty cool. All in all, I love the PS3. This video is a mess, but I'm still gonna upload it anyways. Thanks for watching, guys. This was today's Friday Night Rambling. See ya.